Last 50 meters. Go on, guys. Come on, Simon.
Hello and welcome to the Talisker Whisky Atlantic Challenge 2022 for the arrival of Mr and Mrs. What a challenge it has been for these two. Thank you so much, everybody, for watching. Thank you for your patience. These guys have had
Not too much,
issue after issue.
Not too much right hand.
You can see the red boy there in the background. That is their marker for when they cross the finish line. They will know when they've done it. There will be a flare that goes off on the fort behind us. Thank you so much for watching. I'm Charlotte, your live reporter. You're watching the arrival of Mr and Mrs.
Last 2 meters, guys.
Simon and Nina Crouchman from the UK are the 39th team to arrive in the Talisker Whisky Atlantic Challenge. They've been at sea for 6 days. What a challenge it has been for them, just even there coming into the finish line.
Come on, Simon, come on!
They had assistance on their row as their rudder broke off during the row. I'll give you more details about that in a bit.
Come on, Simon!
And we just had to give them a little tow in there because there was no way they were going to make it into the harbour without getting too close to the rocks on the side. You've done it! You've done it! Simon, I don't know where he got that from. Simon is the man. Oh gosh. The wind,
Good job, Nina. Good job.
waves, everything is against them coming in. Not to mention their rudder, which was replaced partway through the row, was not working for them at all today. Anytime Nina tried to steer the boat, it would whip one way and then she'd steer it the other, the rudder whipped the other way. It was, oh, yeah, they're hugging. That was super emotional. Keep your messages of support coming in, guys. Nina and Simon Crouchman have arrived into Antigua. They are safe, they are sound. They are from Roe Hedge in Colchester in the UK, a husband and wife team. And they're still hugging. Ooh, that's a good sign.
It's amazing, guys. Good job, Nina.
They have 3 children between them. They've been married for more than 25 years. They've run marathons.
You have a bucket of water?
And they have more than 10 years of rowing experience. But not ocean rowing.
You have a bucket of water?
But now they are ocean rowers.
Okay, can we take your sunnies off for a minute?
Ooh.
Yeah.
They hoped.
Are you so? Oh, that was a good job. Okay. Oh.
So hard.
Okay. So you know to light the flames? Yeah. You screw the cap off.
They hope to become the fastest husband and wife team to row the Atlantic.
And celebrate with whatever.
They are hoping to arrive within 50 days. But like I say, they had a few more hiccups than they would like to have had along the way. It started with what Simon called a special moment, leaving La Gomera. But then the pair had a tough week, the first week on the Atlantic, the process of settling into sea life. While the conditions battered them, seasickness wreaked havoc, eating and keeping the food down was tricky. And now
Let's go, guys! Come on! Let's go, guys! Yeah! Go on, guys! Last one! Go on! Go on, guys! Come on! Go on, guys!
So tough.
Now's
the time to start moving back.
Last one, guys! Last one! Go on! There you go!
incredible support out here for Mr and Mrseas. Lots of dinghies in the water. How many? 1, 2, 3. 10 dinghies here in the water for their arrival. Amazing. Yachts there as well. Oh yes. Mr and Mrseas have arrived in the Talisker Whisky Atlantic Challenge, starting in La Gomera on the 12th of December. They have arrived into Antigua in the Caribbean after crossing the Atlantic 3,000 miles, taking 66 days. It was a tough start. They hoped not to deploy their power anchor initially, but they ended up with no choice when they were just too exhausted to stay on course in the first week. Then just before Christmas, they experienced power failure during the night shift. So no automated water making, no automated steering or navigation. They had to go on manual, using them as backup. And then again had to go on power anchor in the night so that they could work out the issues in daylight. More times of power anchor. And then Christmas night brought a storm that ended up putting the team on power anchor for 11 days with what turned out to be the broken rudder mounting. Simon spent the day attempting to fix it using a breadboard and epoxy, waited a couple of days to see if it was a good fix. But then during the middle of the night, they lost the rudder altogether, which meant receiving assistance from the Talisker Whisky Atlantic Challenge safety yacht Sky with a new rudder. Hence why they ended up on power anchor for 11 days. Heartbreaking time for the couple who'd dreamt of crossing unsupported, but sadly that came to an end. But with a new rudder, they decided to continue nonetheless. So they still crossed the Atlantic Ocean, just with a new rudder. And they'll have those stories for years to come. Pringles and a can of Coke saw them through Christmas Day. Often the simplest of treats can make a big impact. And we saw pictures of them in their Santa hats and even baubles hanging from Simon's beard, channeling his inner pirate. And they had some visits along the way. They had a visit from super yacht, the Black Pearl. Looked to be on a collision course with them, but they were actually very aware of Mr and Mrseas' location and were just coming in close to say hi. So thankfully, not pirates as the pair had imagined, but in fact, the world's largest and most ecological sailing yacht that can cross the Atlantic in less than a litre of fossil fuel. And they had a little Christmas party on the boat for them, playing Christmas songs, honking the horn and singing Happy Christmas. Nina said it was absolutely fantastic. There was another potential concern about pirates when a not so welcome visit from a Dutch yacht with its identification system turned up, pulling alongside them mid-January. And they even ended up having a visit from a pair of pirates, not real pirates, but a pairs team that is due in the race in 2023. And they're in Antigua with a Rourke 600 racing yacht called Wind Whisper. So we are going into Nelson's dockyard. These guys will get help going in since their rudder isn't working very well. And we're going to step onto land. We're going to get onto land first, and then we'll watch them as they step onto land for the first time in 66 days. Stick around, you don't want to miss it. We'll see you shortly. The live continues. See you in a bit. Hello and welcome back to the Talisker Whisky Atlantic Challenge 2022 for the arrival of Mr and Mrs who left in the Canaries on the 12th of December last year and have been on the Atlantic for 66 days, non-stop rowing. They have had to deal with many an issue along the way, yet they have still made it. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. Keep your messages of support coming in. Let us know where you're watching from. These guys are rowing for the Samaritans. They experienced the loneliness and isolation that goes hand in hand with rowing an ocean to help save people from enduring these feelings by supporting the charity, the Samaritans. They are a UK-based charity, and their vision is that fewer people die by suicide by being there for anyone struggling to cope. The Samaritans have also been on hand throughout Simon and Nina's journey to lend a hand of support whenever they needed to talk while they were out on the ocean. Simon and Nina from Colchester in the UK are a husband and wife team.
Ladies and gentlemen, what we have just witnessed here today is the truth of the World Toughest Road, true determination. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Mr. and Mrs. C! Banner says, we won't get Atlantic, indeed you did. And you did well, with and without a runner. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Simon and Nina! Yeah! Look at Benny! Most of our rivals, our rowers are feeling wobbly. I can guarantee the audience here, what just happened outside English Harbour here for in the last 2 hours is unbelievable. These two amazing, inspirational souls did everything they could to get in here. They're now here safe and sound on dry land. Would we like to see them step on land? Then make some noise! Yeah! Who's first?
Oh, oh. Saying, don't fall over, don't fall over. Their friend and fellow rower here, Beverly from back home, made a surprise trip just for their arrival.
Oh my God.
Oh.
Oh, I'm so proud of you guys.
I don't know if you can hear that, but she's saying that you've done amazing. You really have.
Simon and Nina, it's time to step onto the podium. It might be moving, Simon. Ladies and gentlemen, here they are, Mr. and Mrs. C, Simon and Nina. They started their journey 3,000 miles away, December 12th last year in La Gomera. They are now here after an incredible journey. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Mr. and Mrs. C, who did their crossing in a time of 66 days, 6 hours, and 6 minutes. We have a certificate of achievement and some gift bags from Antigua and Barbuda government handed over by fellow ocean rower Lavinia here from Antigua. A big applause, ladies and gentlemen. Simon and Nina, 27 years of marriage and now 66 days, 6 hours and 6 minutes on the Atlantic Ocean. How does it feel to be here back on land after such a journey?
Nice to be without the blue everywhere, but yeah, it's good. We need to be back on dry land. Yeah.
You lost your tiller arm to the rudder quite earlier, and then lost your rudder. Waited out there on para-anchor for I think 12 days. New rudder was delivered. That was all smooth, and you put the rudder on. And some would say that it would be easy to jump onto the safety yard and then get back to land, but you guys didn't. You continued with the new rudder, and now you're here. How does it feel? Put some words to that, Simon.
Seeing the sky come over the horizon that morning, best thing ever. Absolutely amazing. And then putting the rudder on within half an hour, we're on the way. Just fantastic.
Any experiences out there in terms of wildlife?
Christmas Day was a good day. That was literally the day before everything happened. So we saw a big pod of dolphins, and they just stayed with us for about 50 minutes, didn't they? Yeah. So yeah, Christmas Day.
Whales.
Yeah.
Several sightings of whales. So we had locusts land on the boat.
Yeah.
500 miles from anywhere. Where did it come from?
Simon, it's no secret that you're a man of a few words. I've never heard you speak so many words in a row. Something have changed you out there.
That's it, I'm done now.
As I mentioned, you have been married for 27 years. There's been some time out there to talk about what on earth did we start on when we took off from Latvia, but also sometimes to talk about the future. Any future big challenges out there?
Not at the moment. This one was a challenge in itself. So at the moment, we're just privileged that we've done what we've done, and we've got to the finish line.
You can indeed be proud, and you have inspired a lot of people around the world. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. and Mrs. C, married for 27 years and now did a crossing in 66 days, 6 hours and 6 minutes. Let's give them a big hip hip parade before they get a well-deserved meal on dry land and some rest and some nice cold drinks. Ladies and gentlemen, hip hip! Hip hip! Hip hip! Well done, guys. You're doing a live interview now with Charlotte here on YouTube Live, Facebook Live. You can sit down if you need to, and then some well-deserved meal and cold drinks. We'll give you some cold drinks straight away. But over to Charlotte.
Hi guys, what would you like? Stand or sit? Entirely up to you. Standing's good. Okay, we can do it from here. That's more than fine. Oh yes, you'll want some of that. It's like a bit like Christmas Day all over again, just without the Pringles.
Did you see that kind of Coke we had? Nothing in it.
Oh no.
Nothing in it. And we held it off because we didn't want to celebrate Christmas Day, New Year, because we were on power anchor. So we held off this can of Coke for, I think it was 500 miles. And there's a video of Simon. I'm going to get hyping everyone up. It's 500 miles. Simon, open your can of Coke. And you hear him, and there's nothing there.
Oh, what a disappointment. Well, you can enjoy these now. Guys, amazing, incredible. You're rowers back home and have been for 10, 12 years?
Yeah, 10 years.
10 years?
Yeah.
How did that compare?
Rowing, to be honest, is the easy part. It's everything else that's thrown at you with it. Mother Nature. In the last 24 hours, it's almost like everything that could be thrown at you, we've had in the last 24 hours, just to say, right, you're going now. We've had crosswinds, we've had torrential rains.
Those torrential rains just happened today.
Strong winds. Our water helm not working, spinning round, can't get back round. Yeah, everything that you could think was going to happen, we've had in the last 24 hours.
Well, you did absolutely amazing. You've got family and friends watching from back home live on Facebook and YouTube. Anything that you would like to say directly to them?
Hi guys, thanks for all your support. You've been amazing. And again, thanks to all our sponsors, and some big thank yous to Mandy and Aaron at the farm, LW Fitness, Lee and Martin, we made it, and Rodders, Big Al and Liz for all our social media. You've been absolutely fantastic. Brilliant job. Thank you. See you all soon.
Anything from you, Simon?
Yeah, just a big thank you to everyone that supported us and believed in us. Means the world, to be honest.
Awesome. Thank you so much for your time, guys. You can get that shower you've been waiting for. Thank you so much. Go gently.
Ladies and gentlemen, as Simon and Nina head towards the table for a well-deserved meal on dry land, let's give them a big, big applause. We still have 3 boats left on the Atlantic Ocean, so next arrival will be in March.
Mr and Mrs have finally arrived. They are safe, they are well, and looking forward to spending some time with friends and family. Thank you so much, everybody, for watching. As you might have heard there from Karsten, we have 3 more boats left on the ocean. That was 43 teams that left La Gomera. 1 was rescued. We have 3 more teams left. Who knows who it's going to be? Last time I looked, we have all solos remaining. Last time I looked, Linda from Oceans Calling was due in around the 25th of March. Lara from This Girl Rose was due in the 26th of March, and Bernie of City of Liverpool was due in the 6th of April. But that's a while away, so that's going to change. So if you haven't downloaded the YB Races app, do so. You can follow our last 3 rowboats, or dots, as they cross the Atlantic. Check out our updates on Atlantic Campaign social media pages, and we look forward to seeing you next month. Take care.